All righty. Okay, we'll get started. And by the way, this mic is just for the camera, not for in here, okay? All right. And I want to thank everybody. Thank you so much. Gretchen told me out there when everybody was talking, she goes, hey, time to go. The boss is here. And I didn't listen to her. And then Monica told me about 2 minutes later, get in there. So we're in there now. So thank you, Monica. But I told Monica, I said, this is the beautiful part about what we do. That's where the magic is, right? The way that just happened out there. I'm so appreciative of you all being here. It really means a lot to me. It means a lot to our department. It means a lot to our university. We just did this 2 weeks ago, and I asked you to come out in droves, and you did last time, and you did it again. I'm just so appreciative. Thank you so much. And again, our microphone today is not for you. It's for the camera, so there's people watching. I want to say hello to Jack's parents who are watching in England today, and his family. Yes. Everybody's clapping for you. Yes. And so let me just thank. I will miss some people, I know. But I do want to thank our city managers here. Hank Griffith is here. Where you at, Hank? Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Mr. Floyd Griffin, our former mayor, is here. Thank you for being here. He told me last night because I'm gonna put your number in my phone now. Not the number. I'm gonna put your name on it. And I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. That is an all-star row right there. If I go down that road, Dr. Whipple, thank you for being here. 50 years of service to this institution. I want to clap there. Yeah. And Stan and Wanda Aldridge. Stan's our longest-serving athletic director here, and I'm graced to follow in his footsteps in what he built, and him and Wanda's friendship to me. Thank you so much for being here. Ken Farr is here. Yes, thank you. Yes. Ken Farr, our former faculty athletic representative. I appreciate it. He changed his golf game for me today, and I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Ken was our FAR for about 12 or 13 years, and just did a fantastic job and taught in our business department for years, economics, and so we're glad he's here today. I want to thank all of my Rotary friends who came today. If you're here from Rotary, raise your hand for me. I appreciate you being here. Jennifer, Merritt, Frank, thank you. John, thank you. Several of us from Georgia College at Rotary today. Yes, thank you. Our chamber friends who were so helpful last time, so thank you for getting the word out today. For all of our chamber folks, anybody who's here, I appreciate you being here. And just really thank you. This just means the world. This is going to mean the world to Jack today. Before I get going, we're in the library, or the annex here. It's a perfect setting for me while I got the pulpit today to talk about how awesome our student athletes are academically. Okay? So give me just a minute to say that the student athletes at Jack's going to coach, and all of our staff coaches, have the #1 academic success rate in the country for any public Division II. It's at 93%, I believe. All right? I'm going to clap for that. Okay? So that means if your child comes to Georgia College and plays in one of our ball teams, 9 out of 10, 9.3 out of 10 are going to graduate. That's unheard of. Again, it's the highest public in the country. We're tied for #1 there. I'm very, very proud of that. We also have the highest 4-year average for federal graduation rate of student athletes in the USG system. Okay, and I'm going to clap for that again. Yes. And I'm also here to tell you we do that at a bargain because we don't spend a dime on that. Okay, there's no academic enhancement for our student athletes. Whoever our awesome admissions department lets in, and they're right here, and I appreciate you being here. They get the right students in here. Our coaches recruit the right students, and they perform better than anybody. I mean, that's just fact. That's just facts. So I'm very, very proud of that. I'm very, very proud of that, and I know that's one thing that attracted Jack for being here. I do want to thank our committee and the process that we went through, which I'll talk about. Ross Jolly was our chair, our women's basketball coach. Ross is here. Yes, and hold your applause. Dr. Brooke Conaway, where are you at, Brooke? Brooke has just become a awesome advocate of ours, and the whole again. I don't know if the business dean is here. Is he here today? I didn't see Michael not here, but he's Brooke. We appreciate you and everything you meant to our committee. I know it was the most fun committee that you've been on. I know that. All right. Lori Monet from our advancement shop. Where's Lori? Right there. Lori just really has a lot of ownership for soccer. If you don't mind me saying, Lori and her husband have endowed a scholarship for us. We're very appreciative of that. Thank you very much. And Lori really has taken a great interest in our program. Ernest Harper, who will know every one of our student athletes better than anybody else, is actually driving the bus today. He and Scott have a group somewhere. I think they said Americas. I'm not sure, but so they can't be here today. I know Ernest wanted to be here, but certainly had that. Stacy Lampkin, our head athletic trainer, runs our sports medicine. Stacy just called me. She's actually ill. She was in the office this morning. She said, I better not come just to make sure. Abby Dalton, who's one of our all-time great soccer players on the committee as well. Abby's in Charlotte and worked for us for several years. And then Gretchen Krumdick, our head volleyball coach. Where are you, Gretchen? She's in here and really does a fantastic job with all of our special events, and she's the tour guide of the year. And Jack's going to say that as well for you today, okay? Really appreciate Gretchen. Gretchen always being our greeter. She's as good with hospitality as anybody I've seen. I also want to thank Steve Barsby, who chaired our last search. He wasn't here last time. Steve, are you here? All right, here we go, yep. And chaired our last search. Appreciate that with Ryan, and Ryan's here. And also, I want to thank Mike Martino. Doc, where are you at? You're here. Doc is our strength conditioning coach for 25 years, and we've never paid him a dime. And he volunteers all of his time. We have one of the best in the country, in my opinion. I think it's the best, and it's all done through his leadership. And on every committee, when I have people interview, I mean, Mike takes very copious notes, and we talk at length afterwards about every candidate, and it really means a lot to me. I appreciate your leadership with us. I appreciate what you do for us. And thank you for your work in this process. So thank you, Mike. Very much appreciate that. I want to thank Shay Grosvenor. Shay was part of our, basically you're part of every committee. He was at Barsby's house when we were doing all this. I want to thank and as always, I want to thank Trey Johnson, who's our honorary athletic department member. And we're going to miss you, and we appreciate you. You've just been invaluable for us, so thank you so much. So I also see Tom Orman today, who's our former associate provost, who's back. He just retired. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, and glad to have you today. So I do want to thank, before I turn it over to President Cox, I want to thank our team who is not here today, and I want to thank everything that they did in the process that you all trusted. I know they're watching. Kate and I texted yesterday, and we're not going to have anybody down today, and that's fine. But I do appreciate all the commitment and trust that we have with each other. And we're always going to hire somebody that has our values. And we certainly did that today. But thank you all for the trust. It was a great process. It's very late in the process. This happened to you all 3 years ago. And so I appreciate your trust in there. And then lastly, Lindsay Bolus, our graduate assistant for soccer, is here today. We appreciate you being here. And back for the summer, was been in Michigan for a while. So I'm going to turn it over to President Cox. Again, we continue to be on this absolutely rocket spaceship, and it is 100% because of her, the leadership she's providing. Is Shelley, are you here today? Is Shelley making? I thought I saw her, maybe not. But boy, I'll tell you, the people we're bringing into this place, and just the everything you're doing to push us to be better, I so appreciate. So thank you. How about a big hand for our president, Kathy Cox?
Always after Wendell, you're ready to pass the offering plate, right? It didn't take me long to figure that out. Let's just take up a collection right now. I want to echo Wendell's words of thanks to all of you for coming today, because this is another very special day on our campus. It is clear that people in this community support our athletic programs. We're ready for the seasons to start, ready because we're bringing in great coaches to lead great student athletes. So I'm really ready for the seasons to start as well. I want to echo Wendell's words of thanks to the search committee that jumped in for us here late in the the process to find great candidates who came and interviewed all over campus to help us find the right fit. And as I've talked about before, when we were introducing Coach Aquino to all of you, that we were not looking for somebody who's just the best at the wins and losses, but somebody who's the best fit for our campus, who really understands the culture of Georgia College. And we really found it today in a very special way. And what I'm really excited about, because when you think about soccer and you think about the coach we found in Jack Marchant, we have found somebody who comes from England. And in England what they call soccer? So today is the day we have hired a football coach at Georgia College. Mark it down. We've been undefeated at football for a long time. And today we've hired a real football coach at Georgia College. But we expect great things of Coach Jack Marchant. And we welcome his parents. We hope you'll be coming over to see us soon. He is the right fit for the Georgia College campus. He is excited about bringing his brand of football/soccer to our campus. And what I know our team was a little bit concerned, we're bringing somebody from a Division I school, but Wendell and I really dug into this, both in talking to the coach and to his peers at Georgia State, that they really have been playing more of a Division II brand of soccer that we thought really fit our model of play in the Peach Belt Conference. So, Coach, we are really excited about having you as part of the Bobcat Nation, really excited for football to hit the campus. I'll turn it back over to Wendell, but welcome to Georgia College.
Oh, you can see why I'm so excited. I'm telling you what, boy, she brings it every time, doesn't she? Just fantastic. Thank you so much. I want to say a couple words about Jack, and then I'll turn it over to Jack, let him talk. And, we have a saying when we bring recruits in, and let's say leave the office or whatever, we say, oh, they're GC. And we certainly felt like that as soon as Jack hit our campus. We really felt like that as soon as we saw him on the interview process. And one of the things that I asked him at the end of the first day, I always bring him in. They don't spend a lot of time with me. At the very end, they come to the office and we just talk. And I say, well, let me ask you this. Give me your thoughts. Give me your impressions. And he thought about it for a second. He said, I feel like I've been there for 6 months. And I said, I didn't tell him that then, but boy, we certainly felt like that. Felt like it just fit like a glove. It was really, really easy. Everything just fit perfectly. It really ran well. And everything that Jack has been looking for, I think, was the same thing we were looking for. So it's really a nice marriage there, if you will, of philosophies, of desires, and the way that we want things to run. So I called Jack was at the Citadel. And I called one of my good friends who used to be the basketball coach at the Citadel, and I said, Duger, leave me a message or call me back, give me some info on Jack Marchant. And he called me back, and he just said, it's a home run. This guy's awesome. And so I want to thank Duger, who's I've known for 100 years. In our business, there's a lot of trust with people. And so whether you knew it or not, Duger had a great impact on you being here today because of a trust. But everything he talked about is what they did when he was there at the Citadel, was the way they ran their program. And he worked for a coach who played in Division II and coached at Young Harris. And then he worked for the coach there at Georgia College. And Ed, I talked to Ed, and Ed played Division II. And I talked to Ed, and he said, well, that's a slam dunk. I'm just telling you, don't waste any more time. Hire this guy today. He's unbelievable. And so everything I kept hearing whenever I talked to everybody was just over and over. And the quality thing I heard was he's a great person. He's a great person. Bree, his roommate's here today. We're talking. And that's the first thing she said. She's one of the best people I've ever met in my life. So I kept hearing that. And again, every email I get, and as soon as the day we announced Tina was leaving, and let me thank Tina, by the way, who we talked to a couple of days ago. We were actually trying to FaceTime, but she's in Iceland. We were trying to get a three-way call going there. And I want to thank her. I know she's watching. So thank you, Tina, for leaving this program in such great shape. And with the absolute best people in the world. Thank you, Tina. I know you're watching. I appreciate it. Really appreciate everything you did. But Jack it just really resonated with our team. He resonated with everybody he met with, and we're just thrilled to have him leading our program at Georgia College and looking forward to great things. So without any further ado, we're going to ask Jack to come up and say a few words, and let's give him a warm, standing Bobcat ovation for Jack Marchant. Thank you, buddy. Happy for you, man. Yeah. I want to get a picture. Let's get the president in here. You get in the middle. Okay, you got it? Yep. All right. Thank you. Perfect, thank you. All yours, Jack.
Whew. Wendell said I had an hour, so buckle yourselves in. Could be here a while. No, I'm over the moon, and I'm overwhelmed, quite honestly, with the show and support. And this is the main reason why I didn't think I know this was the right fit for me. I can't thank Wendell, President Cox, the committee enough for giving me the time to show you what I hopefully can do at this place. But I know my mom and dad won't be particularly happy. But the thing that really hit home for me was how much this felt like home already. Again, I used the analogy a couple times on my interview that it felt like Cheers. Everyone knows your name. And again, coming back, it's great to see the faces that I saw on my interview. And again, I can't wait to dive into this place, not only the soccer, not only the team with 2 feet, but the community as well. Again, not since I left home have I felt so at home. And again, I know my mum and dad won't be too particularly happy about that, but I'm sure they'll get to feel it. They're already planning coming out in October and getting to meet everybody and getting to see Milledgeville. What a wonderful little town it is. And again, the college itself, I've just been overwhelmed and overawed with the support. And again, seeing you all here today just gives me even more motivation to show you all what me, Lindsay, Joanne, and the girls plan to achieve here. And again, I want to continue to bring in the right people to make this place even more special. So again, I can't thank you all enough for your support, and I look forward to seeing you out there in the stands for the fall as we get going. But thank you all so much.
I love his reference to the community, and again, we want you all, thank you, and I should have this, and I apologize when our first game is, but I don't have it on top of my head. That's terrible. Lindsay, do you know? Okay, where's Al? Al, you got it for me? Daggone it. All right. Well, hey, trust me, as much as I've reminded you to come out today, I'll be doing the same thing for our first game, okay? I do appreciate you coming. Please continue to make this magic happen. I know Jack's going to talk to some of the media folks, but please say hello to Jack on your way out. And again, thank you so much for coming. This means the world. Thank you for your support. We'll see you in a few months here because we report in about 3 weeks, Jack, with the team coming in, and it's going to be on us before we know it. And all these students will be back, and this town will be as vibrant as ever, as it always is. Thank you. Great day to be in Milledgeville. Thanks, everybody.